Atlas here. We're gonna go through some of his training, and we just got some treats. Not super important what kind of treats you use. Treats that are made out of meat is the most important thing. That's a high value treat to Atlas, and it doesn't really matter. He's gonna like them all. He's pretty good about just about every treat. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put his leash on to work with him. Sit. Put him in a nice little sit. He's under control. We're gonna hook up his leash. Keep that while we work. Okay. Good boy. He's a really nice dog. He really likes to work for food. You know, he's definitely gonna be ready to pay attention if you got the treats going. Without the treats, I think you're gonna have a little harder time really getting his attention and focus. Once you get the treats out, he all of a sudden, his IQ points go by about 50. So he knows sit. When we do the sit command, we're basically, when we trained him as a young puppy, we lured his nose up and he was guided into that sit position, and it's the same thing that translates as an older dog. Of course, we're gonna give you, he's already ready to do the next thing. So we're gonna drop the leash, we don't need it. Atlas, sit. We're gonna go into a down. Down. Yes. As soon as his belly hits the ground, we give him the reward. We just point to the ground. You might have to lure him a little bit, but he's got it really good. I mean, just basically just give him the down position. He can go from a standing to a down as well, but it's easier to go to a sit and then do a down. It's pretty natural, so we often do that. If we just say the word O and K, that's the release word for any of his commands, so we can get out of that. Atlas, okay. Good boy. Good boy. Next command we're going to do is we'll do our place command, which nice little cot out here. You can use a cot, you can use a bed, you can use anything you want. I like to, especially when you're first practicing the dog, of course, he kind of knows what's up already. Come here, Atlas. Let me get him out here. Come on. Okay. Okay. Alright, take him around. We're just going to point to it. We're going to tell him place. Atlas, place. Once all four paws are up on that bed, we give him the reward, we can say, yes, good job. Just gonna drop the leash because he knows it pretty well. I like him to be settled in. He does not have to be laying down to do this command. He can be sitting. He can even be standing. He can be spinning around in circles. It's okay for the place command. I just want him to stay on this item. You can transfer this task or trick to another item. It doesn't matter, it just needs to be a defined space. If he were to start to give body language, like I want to get up and get off, I would just step into a space and just say, no, and put him right back into place. He's doing really good. Of course, this is a command he knows well. In order to get it reliable, you'll really want to practice, you know. It's not going to be the kind of command that the first day you take Atlas into a new home, you're just going to tell him place and he's just going to sit there for 45 minutes. You got to kind of build up with a new person, a new place. So the key is, you know, short bursts. Give him a little treat, tell him good job, good place. He does know it really well, especially once you get out. He's used to this little cot. He'll do it on a bed. He'll do it on just about anything, actually. And then I like to touch his head. He is usually accustomed to staying here so well that if I threw a ball, he might chase after it. I don't want you to chase after it. So, place. Good. Just going to keep him in there for a moment. He's in the place. Good job. We can walk around. His body language says that you might want to get out. I just get in there a little bit and just correct him a little bit. He's doing good. The ball was a little too distracting for him. He thought it was playtime. But he's doing good. Good job. Okay, good boy. Okay. So okay is the release word to go ahead. You can get off of that place. We'll call him back over. We're going to put him in another place just so we can see how it goes here. Atlas. Place. Yes. Good job. Stay right on that bed. This is totally good. I like to see him kind of sit down and relax. I know he's settled in for the long haul. Good job. Treat on the bed here again. Good boy. Good boy. Good place. Okay. Good boy. Alright, so that's basically it. The sit, the down, the place, the stay command is very similar to the place command. I'm just going to take this bed away for a moment. Just so he doesn't sit there. We're going to put him in a similar spot. Atlas, sit. Stay. If I have a stop sign type signal, sit. Stop sign. Sit. Stay. That's going to be how you do it, especially first time with you. Good boy. Good boy. It's very similar to place. Stop sign reminder for stay. You got to practice a little short. Sit. Sit.
He wants different treats.
These are terrible. Sit. Stay. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. A little rough there. A little rough there for a minute with a stay, but you know, do a few more repetitions and sit. Do it down. Put him in a down. Stay. Stay. He's holding it pretty good. And touch his head. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Very good. We'll finish up the little training. We'll show you. So he's really good about going into a kennel. Kennel. Right there. Nice little treat in. Kennel. Bump his butt in there a little bit. He's quite accustomed to hanging out in a kennel. He does really well. Honestly, very little barking unless maybe a strange dog walks by. But he usually settles down and is quiet, definitely quiet all night. He does tend to, you know, be a little restless sometimes, whether it's in the crate or just anywhere, but it's more just his personality. And he does a really good job in the crate, though. It's really fantastic. I would highly recommend still crating him when you're not able to watch him, especially in the beginning stages of bringing him to a home. And then, of course, we work on a command called wait. So if you open a door, a crate, anything, I don't let him just barge the kennel. He knows it very well. So I don't have to remind him. Usually I'd say wait, and then I'd say, okay, good boy. He understands that wait command. Let's go outside. We'll do the exact same thing once he's done chewing his treat there. We'll go out this door and take him for a quick little walk. You can put him in a sit, but honestly, usually I just tell him to wait. You don't want him to barge through the door. Sometimes he gets pretty excited when it goes outside of playtime. You can tell him in a sit, or I just go out and just tell him to wait. Put my leg in front of it a little bit. Okay, I step through, then I invite him in my area. Go for a little walk. I like to keep the dog, trained dogs, on our left side. He's really good. It's going to be a little different in a high distraction environment, in a city environment, but out where he's used to walking a lot, get treats in your hand. You can give him treats every so often, know he's doing the right thing. He's just great about staying on your left side. Just keep a, kind of a short leash on your left side. Want to get his attention. We change directions every so often. Let's go, buddy. Keep on our left, nice and loose. Gets ahead of you. As you stop, slow down a little bit. Yanking on it and pulling on it is not the way. That's going to tell a dog to pull hard. So if he were to get ahead and want to start pulling, I would just stop everything. I'd call his name. Atlas. Going this way. Can I get his attention? Yes. Good boy. When he comes with me, I give him a treat. Then he knows I got to go with you all the time. This way. Atlas. This way. Keep this leash nice and loose. He's on my left. I love it. He's going to stop and say hello. Come in. With me. ready? I'm just gonna turn around. Wrong side, buddy. Wrong side. There we go. Okay. Go here. Atlas. This one. Just change directions if you think he's getting a little too far ahead of you. He's pretty good though about not pulling naturally. Just the key is don't get a habit of just putting pressure on the leash. He'll just pull harder. Let him stop, sniff around if you need to. Little visual cue. Treat. He's in the right spot. He's doing great. He knows to stay on my left side and not get ahead of me. Atlas. Okay. Recall. Alice, okay, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. I say okay to release him. I make sure he's looking at me when I give the command. I tell him, come, nice and excitedly. You can practice that come command in a small space, in your house, out in your backyard, fenced-in areas. The key is don't give a command to a dog until they're looking at you. When they're looking at you, you have their attention. If you don't have their attention, their ears don't function. They're not going to hear what you're saying. Don't yell at a dog as they're running by. Say, stay, calm down. All those things are not going in. If you call their name, make some noises first. Good job. Sit. Yes. Atlas. Stay. Stop sign. Atlas doing pretty good with this. I had him the other day sitting down on steps and told him to stay real good, far away. Okay, come. Good boy. You missed it. Right. Good boy. Alright. That's it. Those are basically all of his commands. He does it really well. The key is you gotta work with treats he likes. He's the kind of dog that if you got treats that he doesn't like or no treats at all, he might just sort of be like, holding out for high value stuff to come out. So keep treats, especially in the beginning. You work with them, and after a short amount of time as a new handler, you can start to fade the lure, as we call it, where you don't have to use a treat to get him to do it. But at first, you're going to want to utilize the treats so he understands what you're asking, and just be patient. You tell him to sit. Sometimes he just doesn't do it immediately. Just give him a second. Don't just keep saying sit, 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 sit. Say it once and just wait. Make sure he sees the hand signal and here's the visual, or here's the verbal command, and just it's going to be good for you. Very good, bud. Okay, let's go inside. That's it.